Hello.
Good morning.
So, Leslie, Pete, tell me a little bit about Honesty Weekend. It's incredible. I love it.
Honesty Weekend is an ensemble relationship comedy, romantic comedy, however you want to categorize it. And it's about a married couple that are having problems in their marriage. Their therapist prescribed a weekend of total honesty, but it just happens to be the same weekend they're going out of town with friends. So hilarity
Good luck.
ensues.
Exactly. It was hilarious. Pete, how would you describe it?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much that. I think it's a great cross section of 30 somethings trying to figure out what it means to be an adult, how the whole adult thing works, and navigating those huge life moments and those milestones, marriage for some, kids for others, or resisting those at all costs for as long as you possibly can. And so you really see a version of everyone in this, right? And so I think it's easy, it's very accessible. You can see yourself and see some very, very wild, wacky, spicy moments as a result of that honesty that all these characters bring to this one weekend.
Yeah, as someone who's 37, I could definitely relate with that 30 something.
Yeah, no, what was so fun for me is on the page reading the script is reading real people, messy, dirty. You can love something and hate something in equal measure, and that's okay. This was all written by Leslie, directed by Leslie, and it was just such a treat to find. You meet these characters, you may think they're one thing, and then they all flip, and you see these really fun dynamics come out.
Nice. And Pete, tell me a little bit about your character.
Yeah, so Nate is a friend of the group, an old friend of John, and it's very much a fifth wheel. This weekend has two couples go away plus Nate, and Nate's always been that fifth wheel because he is this eternal bachelor, right? Or so we think, and I'll leave it at that. And so what Nate has always done is sort of held up a mirror to them and to show them why marriage is not the way to go. And he won't hesitate to let them know why he's resisting this at all costs. And then enter the character of Delaney, who really starts stirring the pot in really fun ways that I won't spoil here.
Nice. And Leslie, what inspired you to write this? Was it real life situations? Was it things you heard from your friends? Tell me a little bit about that.
It was definitely things I heard from my friends. And also I love ensemble comedies. I love ensemble anything, but ensemble comedies where you get to really know the characters and and a lot of unexpected stuff happens and a lot of dynamics develop over the course of the movie. And I love that. The real thing that kicked this all off was that the idea came from a dinner party that I went to at a couple's house. And they had obviously just had a really knockdown, drag out fight right before everyone came over. And they were simply not speaking to each other while hosting a dinner party. And it was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. Half our friends just sort of ignored it, and the other half were like whispering about it. And then I'm like, if you have a couple who's having issues and they go away for a weekend with friends, what happens? And then that was sort of the nugget of Honesty Weekend.
That's so cute. I like it. I mean, not cute that they were fighting, but cute that something like that could inspire so much. That's so incredible.
Yeah, it was painful and funny, which is what the movie is.
Exactly. Yeah. I think
Yep.
I think we could all relate to someone. Like, I'm the one in my group that's not married and like the career woman, eternal bachelorette. So I kind of relate to Nate, but we'll see what happens in the future. But which characters do you each relate to the most?
Well,
yeah,
no, it's a great question. I feel like I'm married, been married for almost 9 years, have 2 kids, and so Nate was very much flipping the script and playing the opposite and getting to sort of revisit almost a past version of myself and play around in modern day. Thank you, Leslie. That's good, great exercise. But yeah, in that way, I think the portrayals of marriage and relationship are so raw and honest, and I've experienced it all, from challenges with kids to the decision around kids to accepting all of the honesty and all the real life stuff that comes along with that commitment. So I think that's what's so special and unique about this, is how honest, almost documentary like it is in the portrayal of these people and what they're going through.
What about you, Leslie?
I wrote it, so I identify with all the characters, really. Probably like John, sort of John's hesitation, sort of the lead married guy at the hesitation of just like 100% diving in and committing to marriage and the next step and the next step. That was a part of my life earlier in my life. Sort of Ada, his wife, who's a little ahead of him in the process of commitment and knowing herself, but still she's a little lost. That was part of my life. I really identify with Stella, who like cooks for everyone and loves everyone and is exploring how to have boundaries and get what she needs. Yeah, really a part of me is in everything, but those are the big three.
Nice. I can see the Stella in you, the really warm, sweet personality.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that. That's amazing. And what were some of the challenges about making this film? Was it filmed during COVID, after COVID? How did that work?
Before COVID, thank God. And some of the challenges were we shot it in 10 days. So speedy. And that was buckle up, everyone. We're making a movie.
That was also the fun of it too, though, is because you don't have time to second guess, and everyone's running on instinct, jumping in, and the script is so demanding, right? These scenes are so wildly uncomfortable in moments, and you, as an actor, you just gotta jump. And I think Leslie, with Kendra and Helen, the cast directors, found just awesome people I still talk to today and keep in touch with, and that trust that was built from what you said, that warm, supportive personality of Leslie, just let all of us dive in and not hesitate. And there wasn't time for 10 takes. And so you had to bring all of your choices and get everything you wanted in terms of telling the story in front of the camera right now, because we're moving on soon. And that was really the stakes of that. I think led to some really fun, creative, unique, wild moments that I don't think we ever could have seen.
Wow, that's impressive, doing it all in 10 days. I never would have guessed. It looked like it took months or even a year to complete, but I'm impressed. 10 days.
Thank you. We had great crew, great actors, great crew. Everybody made it look amazing.
Yep. And that's the secret of doing well in the business, knowing how to make it, look good in a short amount of time. So I love it. So good job on that. And what's next for you two? Are you guys going to be working together again soon?
I would love that.
Yeah, sign me up.
I don't know what's next in my sort of scripted world. I'm working on my television shows for Food Network, which is my day job, and I'm figuring out what my next couple of scripted projects are. I'm writing a couple of things. So.
Nice. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the food thing.
So I am the showrunner of the baking championships on Food Network. So Kids Baking Championship, Holiday Baking Championship, for many, many years, Halloween Baking Championship, before that, Spring Baking Championship. You can ask me anything you want to ask about baking, I can answer it.
Leslie is Food Network.
I love it. I watch all those shows. Now, if you teach me how to bake those Italian rainbow cookies without making a big old mess, I think I could be your best friend for life.
There you go. We did Italian rainbow cookies on Kids Baking. I learned on that show how to do it.
Oh, I'm going to have to find that episode.
Yeah, Valerie Bertinelli knew all about it. She was very helpful.
Yeah, definitely look into that. Pete, what's next for you?
Couple irons in the fire that I can't exactly talk about right now. But Mostly raising kids. We had a pandemic baby. Our son was born June of 2020. So we're just now starting to sleep a little more. It makes him, he's almost 10 months, or he is 10 months. And that's been the focus. Kind of a silver lining to all this lockdown is just getting to focus, be a dad full time, not miss these moments, and hoping it pays off down the road, I guess. We'll see.
Very nice. What day in June was he born? Because my best friend had a baby June 2020 as well.
Oh yeah, June 29.
She was the 18th. Yeah,
No
so
way. Yeah.
yeah.
That's great. Yeah, it's been fun. Often with our first, certainly when we had her, when there wasn't a pandemic going on, you feel like you're just missing, the rest of the world's moving and buzzing around. You feel like you're missing out with the pandemic and the shutdown. It was so much easier to give yourself permission just to be here, be all in. And that's been awesome. Just awesome. Because no one is doing anything. You're not missing anything. So just white butts.
That's one way to look at it. I love it. And one last thing I want to ask before I let you go. I always love asking people I interview to tell me a fun fact about themselves. So Pete, why don't you start?
Wow. Fun fact. I'm one of 5 kids.
Oh,
and
nice.
Which I guess is something you don't hear that number too much anymore. 4 boys and a girl, and love them all to death. Come from just a really tight-knit, close Midwest family. And I just had a brother out this weekend moving my family. I flew him out from Denver, ripped him away from his wife to just carry boxes for me 2 miles away to our new place. So that's my fun fact, because they're a lot of fun.
And where do you fall into the 1 of 5?
Number 4 of
You're
5.
number 4. Oh, okay.
Yeah, which gave me a little bit of latitude. I'm not quite the middle child, but I'm not quite the youngest child, so you can run a little bit.
I love it.
Fun. Yeah.
And I bet your sister has 4 protective brothers.
Yeah, she does, but she doesn't need any of our protection. She's just a badass. She's an ER nurse. She's got 4 kids herself. I think she had 4 by 30, 4 kids by age 30. And she still works in the ER.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So she's the best.
Nice. What about you, Leslie?
Fun fact, growing up, I was a competitive skateboarder.
Wow.
You're the best. You're just.
She is, right?
Yeah, Renaissance woman.
Yeah, and I did rodeo growing up as well.
Oh, wow. Where did you do that? Was that in California as well?
In California.
Very nice. I love watching rodeo. It's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, it's super fun and scary.
Yes. Very nice. And I want to thank you both for talking to me today. I appreciate you both. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Good luck with everything.
Thanks so much, Sammi.
Thanks,
Sammi.
Bye, you guys.
Take care.
Bye.
You too. Bye.